welcome back to Allotment Life. Thanks for joining me for another week on the plot. It's the 21st of August now and summer is definitely starting to come to an end. The temperatures are dropping down and there's a lot less hours of sunlight. The first job I want to do on the plot today is to harvest the sweet corn. We had a quick look at it in last week's vlog to check whether it was ready. It needed a little bit longer, but I think today is the day. So let's head outside down that end of the plot and grab some sweet corn. Here's my sweet corn bed. I've got 9 sweet corn growing in a square. Some of these have produced 2 and some have produced 3 cobs. Generally you'll get one really good one and then the second or third one, they're not as good. As you can see here, this top one will be the best, this one will be good, and then this third one down here will be nothing at all. Last week when we looked at these, we discussed how this needs to, oh look, ladybird, how this needs to be dark brown, and I couldn't remember the name of it. Thank you to Katie who left it in the comments that this is the silk. So when the silk is dark brown, that means it's ready to pick. Also you can obviously just pull it back and have a look at the cobs as well. Right, let's get the camera set up and see how many sweet corn we can get. Here are the sweet corn that I've just harvested. You may look at that and think, wow, what a great crop, that's amazing. However, these small ones I'm pretty sure will be nothing. Let's have a look. These are the third ones on the sweet corn, and as you can see, it's only formed about half to 3/4 of the way up. This little bit's good, but we could aim for better than that. So let's have a look at one of these really thick, big ones. This is what we're after, a nice, full-length, well-developed cob. Let's go through the rest of them and take a look at what we've got. We have a large variety of quality here. This one I think is the best one. It's very long, all of the kernels are well developed, and this is probably the worst one. It's not developed, it's a little bit wonky, but you know what, the wildlife will still enjoy that. And then we've got these medium ones in between, good size, good development. This is probably one of the worst. It looks like some sort of insect has already made its way in and is enjoying this. So I don't think this one is savable. That can go on the pile for the wildlife. But I think there's quite a lot here. I mean, even if you just cut the top off, the rest of the cob will still be good. I'm really pleased with that sweet corn harvest for this year. It was a different variety I tried. This is incredible, and I usually do lark, but I couldn't get lark this year. This harvest isn't as great quality as last year. I don't know if that's to do with the weather or the variety of sweet corn that I grew. However, I've still got loads and I'm really pleased with that. Let me know if you've grown any sweet corn this year and if you've had success or if it was a fail, what happened. I'd be interested to know. That's a really good job done. I'm glad that I've got the sweet corn harvested now. Let's have a break in the shed and a catch up on the foxes. So thank you for all of the kind comments on last week's vlog. As I mentioned that I was giving the foxes some medication for their mange. I'm still leaving the food out with a herbal remedy, and I'm also putting it in water around the site. The wildlife camera footage will show you whether it was a success or a fail. I think on last week's we had a cat eat it one night, which was a bit of a shame. However, you'll be interested to know that Mabel is not interested in the food for the foxes. She just often walks up to it, sniffs it and walks past. Now, whilst I'm on the subject of Mabel, Mabel's been to the vet. She's got 2 little shaved patches on her... Oh, wait, fox. Don't move. Oh, poor baby. I'm gonna help you. I think that was actually the fox cub. Can't see its mum out there. But as you can see, it's still missing a lot of hair and it needs a lot of help. So we're helping the foxes the best we can. Mabel's been to the vet. She's got 2 shaved patches on her forearms. So I would assume that she's had some sort of blood test or something done. But she seems okay. She's still out here all the time, helping me on the allotment. Break time's over, I'm back outside and I just want to show you my plan for some of the no-dig beds that I've got at the front of my plot. As you may or may not know, I've got 9 no-dig beds. At the moment it's very hard to see them because they're full of things growing, but that's fine. They're each 1 decking board high, and the plan is to gradually increase the height of the beds as and when I get some more free decking boards. This was the bed I did last year. That's now too high, so when the potatoes finished growing in there last year, I just used this as my compost heap and I put all of the green waste in there, let it rot down. And this year, this bed's going to have that same process. As you can see, it's fairly empty now. We've got a couple of marigolds in the corner and a nice giant sunflower. I've got some radish that I'm going to take out today. Oh, and some sorrel down there. So I'll grab the radish and sorrel today, then this bed will be 90% empty and I'm going to put all of my green waste in there. I have got some decking boards. I've measured them up and cut them to size. I can then at some point make this 2 layers high and just keep making my way around the plot as and when I get the decking boards. Let's get the remaining radish out. Radish are really easy to grow. Again, like the courgette, if you want a simple success, maybe if you've got a child growing something, put the radish in, you're pretty much guaranteed success. And some sorrel, that can all come out now. I've finished with that for this year. I've been doing a lot of cutting back recently and I've just filled the wheelbarrow for now as my compost bins are full and I had nowhere to put it. But this can now go onto the bed that I've just cleared. I'm going to leave the marigolds in because they look pretty, and of course the sunflower can stay in. That will have time to mulch down nicely before next year and put a lot of goodness back into the soil. I will also be adding some woody matter or cardboard as well so that it doesn't become too slushy. You need to have a good mix of your green and your brown. Oh, look at those butterflies. Ah, they can enjoy it as well. I think it's time for us to have a wander around the plot now and see what we can harvest today to take home alongside the sweet corn. I'm going to be positive and hopeful, so I'm getting my little trug. I might even bring both trugs out. This is how hopeful I'm being for a harvest today. Right, let's get some courgette. There's always courgette available. This is definitely slowing down now, the courgette. It's great really that they're slowing down because there were just too many courgettes to get through. Oh, there's a round one in there. Let's see if I can get it without getting spiked. I do want to cut back some of the courgette plants that are mixed in with the... Hang on, I need to get out of the pumpkin patch. I've got courgettes mixed in with the pumpkins, and I really want them to finish ripening and getting all the nutrients now. So I think I'll take out the courgettes that are dotted around and give the pumpkins a bit more space. Yellow courgette. Now, interestingly, I may not be growing these again next year. As beautiful as they are, they weren't overly popular with friends and family. The most popular ones were the round ones and your standard green one. I've got a Market More cucumber growing outside. Oh, there we go. I've got some tomatoes to pick. They're still doing well and enjoying the weather. I think that will do for today. There's still quite a lot more to pick, but you know, there's only so many things you can get through. The melons are still going well. I'm waiting for this one to harvest next. It doesn't smell yet, but hopefully it will do soon. Let's check for raspberries. Yes, we've got a few in here to pick. I think they're definitely starting to slow as well. I mean, everything on the plot is really. This is the third year for the raspberries on the plot, and it's been our most successful year. I had read that it takes 2 years for them to establish, but mine took 3. Oh, there's another one to pick. As you can see, some of the branches are starting to die back now, but these ones are still quite fresh and producing. I will cut them back at some point, not just yet though, I've got a lot to do. The asparagus peas are finishing now, as you can see. I've still got spring onions, but I don't need any today. I've got some more radish growing in here, but they can stay for now. Over this side, I have got some peas growing. I might be able to get a couple of those today. Maybe they're not quite big enough. I think they need to be just slightly more full. I'll leave the peas and get them another day. This is the coriander that's bolted. I think it looks beautiful. And the last thing to pick today will be our French beans that have come back to life and are just doing really well. Never give up if your produce doesn't grow straight away. The first sowing of the beans was a disaster. They wouldn't climb, they didn't produce. But then the weather changed. I sowed some more, and the second sowing was much more successful. Today's harvest, one of each courgette variety, 1 cucumber, raspberries, a couple of the golden raspberries, tomatoes, French beans, some sorrel, radish and the sweet corn. Things are definitely winding down on the plot. The weather's winding down, as you can see. I'm in a hoodie today. The sun isn't really out very much. The temperatures have dropped a lot and things are naturally just starting to finish for the year. I think I'll wrap up the vlog there for today. The wildlife camera footage will be coming up, showing you whether it was a success or a fail with the foxes getting their herbal remedy. Hopefully we can help that little fox. I mean, as you saw, it was running around whilst I was here earlier. It's still very mobile. It's just not well, but we'll do our best. Thank you all so much for watching. See you again next Friday.